I'm joined in the studio by Rory Smith, who himself had a difficult experience growing up and now works in schools with the charity Just Like Us, and by Dominic Arnold from the campaign group Stonewall. Thank you very much both for coming in.
Thank you.
Rory, if I can start with you, that was just a snapshot there, a very powerful one. Do you think it could have a similar impact here when people see this film?
Absolutely. I think what you saw from the clips just there is that Love, Simon is a film for young people, about young people, and it tells a gay love story that they can really associate with. And one of the things that I lacked when I was growing up was role models, people I could look at that made me realise that being gay was being normal. And something like Simon's story in the film is what lots of young people all over the UK need to see.
Dominic, how important is it that the genre of this film is a rom-com? So we're not looking at films of old, for example, going back a few years now to Philadelphia, and also most recently with Moonlight.
I think throughout the 80s and the 90s, the narrative that was around about LGBT people was one that was quite miserable, actually. And not saying that those films weren't important at the time, I think that they were. But what I'm very grateful to be seeing is an evolution of that narrative into a place where we're telling happy stories about people's lives. And as you saw in the last clip, that makes people far more able to say who they are and far more able to open up than it would do just telling a story that's only negative, for example.
Yeah, and we've seen that in this year's Oscars with the Oscar-winning Call Me By Your Name, which is a story of first love. Is this the way that it will go, that the filmmakers, the television makers will concentrate on pretty ordinary stories that just happen to have gay characters in them? I
mean, to an extent, that's the hope, that one day being LGBT is being normal, and the stories that are about our lives are about everyone's lives. We've seen in cinema in the last year or so a rush of new films that put LGBT people, at the heart of their stories, and I think, bringing that to the cultural mainstream is so important. Yeah,
and we shouldn't underestimate, should we, the impact that a film, a song, a role model can have on somebody who is struggling in their own circle.
Absolutely. I mean, we all like to look up and to see people that we identify with. I think it's as simple as that, really. And being able to see people you relate to, being able to have role models, it's very, very important for all of us. Conservatively, people talk about 1 in 10 people being gay or being LGBT, I would say. If that's true, is 1 in 10 films focused on an LGBT narrative? Absolutely not. So representation is really, really important. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic this film has come out, and long may this trend continue.
Dominic and Rory, thank you both much for coming to talk to me. Thank you.